So in this example here, we are going to find what the monthly payments are for this particular mortgage. So for this, well, it would be a 220,000 pound property, but the loan amount is only going to be for 200,000 pound. The mortgage will be for 30 years and the rate will be 5%. Now, one thing about mortgages, and you probably already know about this, that the rate never stays actually the same. Yes, when you first get the mortgage, the bank might fix the rate for you. So they may say, okay, the rate is going to be fixed for next 3 years. And then after that, you'll be at the mercy at whatever sets the rate for mortgage payments. Because the way it is, we have to stick to a fixed rate because we don't know what the rates are going to be in future. If you use an online mortgage calculator, we do have a link here for that. You can just go and explore this link. So when it comes to writing out the PMT and IPMT function, they can be quite tricky to remember. Now I will try and explain them as best as possible. But we have created a manual that you can download at the end of this section, and of course you can just refer to that if you need to. So what's the difference between PMT and IPMT? PMT will work out a sort of standard loan like what we have here over 30 years, a rate of 5%. Whereas with the IPMT, this will just work out how much interest is being paid on that loan. So let's make a start with this. So first of all, we will start by finding out what our monthly payments are for this particular type of loan. And of course, we are going to use PMT function to do this. So I'll put my shell here, and to access PMT function, of course, you can come to the formula tab here and just click on insert function, or you can just click on insert function right here next to the formula bar. Type PMT into here, click go, and here you can see we have the PMT function. You can just click on it and click OK, and you will be presented with this function argument box. So there is one very important thing to remember when it comes to dealing with PMT and IPMT, and that is, if you are trying to find monthly payments, you need to make sure that some of these cells here are in months, and that will make more sense in a second. Of course, if you are trying to find yearly payments or maybe weekly or daily payments, then once again you need to put in correct data here to make sure you are getting a correct answer. So with this first input cell here, it's asking for the rate. And of course, that's going to be the 5% here, and this will need to be divided by 12 because we are trying to find the monthly payments. And then we have the number of periods. This is going to be 360 months right here. Or you can just delete that, select the year and multiply it by 12. So once again we have the month showing here, which is 360. So back to my earlier point, you got to make sure that if you want monthly payments, you are inputting the correct type of data here. So the present value of the loan will be negative 200,000 pounds. Why is it negative? Well, this is because it is a cash outflow, so it does need to be negative. The future value of loan will be zero because at the end of loan agreement, the loan will be paid off. Now we can move on to type. So I'll put a 0 in here, and basically what this means is that payment will come out at the end of period, or in this case at the end of the month. If you put a 1 in here, it would be at the beginning of the month. So with regard to this, you'll find that on most occasion you'll probably be using 0. So we'll change it to 0. In mortgage calculator, you'll see how our answer here which we can already see the preview answer 1073.64. You'll see how this answer is exactly the same within the online mortgage calculator. So when it comes to those type of calculators, it always assumes that the payment is coming out at the end of the month. So yeah, very common for this just to be a zero. So we'll click OK, and now we have our monthly payment for this particular type of loan.